Hey everybody, welcome to another Momentum Monday call. My name is Steve Holbrook. I'm super fired up to be here with you today. Today I have a great topic. Today I have something that I think a lot of people battle with. And the topic I want to talk about today is the responsibility of being a teammate. We have a responsibility of being a teammate. Look, we're all on somebody else's team. If you're a part of something, if you're a part of anything, chances are you're on a team. If you're a part of a church, you're on a team. If you have a job, you're a part of a team. If you're involved with a business, you're a part of a team. The definition of a team is a group of people with different skills and different tasks who work together on a common project, service, or goal with a meshing of functions and mutual support. There is responsibility that comes with being on a team, not just when you have a teammate, but if you're on a team, you have a responsibility to be the best teammate on that team that you possibly can. If you're in an environment where you have other people that rely on you, you need to be aware that your actions or your inactions affect other people. And there's a responsibility that comes with being on a team. There's a responsibility to be less selfish and acknowledge that we must be there to support the environment. And look, these things, they affect your boss, they affect your mentor or leader, this can affect your spouse, this can affect your family. Those are all examples of teams that every single one of us are on. We're all on a team, and it can just be as simple as a friendship. Maybe there's 3 of us and we've been friends for a long time. That's a team. We're a team. And we have a responsibility as teammates to continuously step up our game so that we can make our team better. See, when we fall short of our duties as a teammate, here's what happens. Other leaders or other teammates are forced to step up their game because of our lackluster effort. When we lack energy, other leaders and mentors who are around us, other people in the environment have to bring more energy. When we're not being positive, other people have to bring more positivity. When we're not present, other people have to be more present. And it's not fair and it's selfish for us to not be thinking about other people around us. When we're being casual, right, we're causing casualties around us. And I think that we need to be more aware of the ripple effect that we're having. So I have 5 points that I want to share with you today. 5 responsibilities of being a teammate. And I love these. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. I'm fired up and I'm passionate about it. Number 1, you got to show up. You got to show up. This is the most basic principle of being on a team. This is a basic principle of integrity. You have to show up. You need to be here or you need to be there. You always need to be where you're supposed to be on that team. If you're going to be late or you're not going to show up, you have a responsibility to let somebody know what's going on. It's disrespectful to not let people know that you're going to be late or you're not going to show up. It's completely disrespectful. We have to take this more seriously because I'll tell you what, most people are making a habit of being late. Most people are on track or have already made a habit of being late. And it has to stop. It has to stop. You know, if you're one of those people, it's like, oh, so-and-so is always late. That's not funny. I don't think that's funny. I think that that's irresponsible. I think that you lack respect for other people. And I think if it's a one-off, it's not a big deal, and we're all late here and there for reasons that we can't control. But if you've developed it into being a habit, you're not a good teammate, and you're not being a good friend, and you're not being a good employee. And I'm going to challenge you on that. So number 1 is to show up, because what it does is it when you show up, here's what starts to happen. You start to create security around you. When you're showing up when you need to be showing up, there's some certainty that comes with that. People know that you're going to be there. You start to become somebody that you can rely on. People are going to start to give you more responsibility. You're going to start to, move up a little bit quicker because you're one of those people that people can rely on. You can't give yourself the option to not show up. It's not an option. It's also not an option to be late. If you're somebody who has struggles with leaving on time, leave an hour early. Be unreasonable for a while. Stop being the person that always shows up late or almost as bad just on time, right? Number 2, contribute. Come early, right? I just mentioned it. Being on time is late on a team. Help out. Ask to help out. Don't wait for people to ask you to clean the kitchen or sweep the floor or put the dishes away or whatever it is that you could be helping out with. Why isn't it your responsibility to put the chairs away? Why isn't it your responsibility to pick up that piece of paper on the floor? Like, contribute. Ask where you're needed. Leaders then know you're dependable. I love people that come to me and say, hey, where do you need me? Where can I help? I'm definitely going to give that person more responsibility, and they're definitely going to move up quicker. And you can call them brown nosers, and you can call them teacher's pet. You know what I call them? I call them the most dependable people that I have. And I love those people because no matter where they're at in business, I can give them some responsibility, and I know they're going to pull through with it. And there's not enough people like that in the world. See, we're all in this together. This is a big brotherhood. It's a big sisterhood. It's an environment, right? So when you come, you can contribute by coming early. You can stay late. Don't be the first one to leave all the time, right? Don't take the easy road. Build it into your schedule. Go to lunch with the team. Stay late. Come early and build fellowship. Sometimes it's important, and I want you to hear me on this. Sometimes it's important to start paying attention to what the most successful people are doing. Watch what they're doing. Stop trying to do this on your own. Stop trying to forge your own path. Success leaves clues. Start looking at what the most successful people are doing, right? They're the last ones to go home because they're always building fellowship. They're always planning for it. They're always building it into the routine. The least successful people I know are the ones that always leave first, that always go home first. They're always tired, right? They always have to get up early. Yeah, we all have to get up early. We're all tired. And as hard as you worked, no offense, there's probably somebody to my left or right that worked way harder than you. So stop making excuses for yourself on why you can't contribute. It cheapens you as it comes out of your mouth. Number 3, communication. ABC, baby. Always be communicating. This helps keep the vision of the team flowing. You're either a consumer of the vision or you're a contributor of the vision. And I'll tell you what, I don't need more consumers in my life. I need more contributors. Are you contributing to the vision of the team, or are you just sucking the life out of it? And I'll tell you one way that you can contribute is by communicating. Because when you communicate, it opens up space both ways. To you, your leader, your boss, your spouse, it opens up space, right? It's also important to check in. Just checking in. It's not about people keeping tabs on you. Stop worrying about being controlled. Checking in with your leader. This is about accountability. This is about touching base. This is about letting your leadership know where you're at and how your day's been and kind of what you've been contributing so we know where we can put you. It's all about checking in. It's super important. It's, you know what? When communication breaks down, people hide and people regress. It's why people like me hire coaches. Because being a better communicator can help bond the team, and I'm always in the hunt for figuring out what I need to do to become a better communicator. Our local hockey team here is called the Calgary Flames, and we just recently hired a new coach this summer. First thing the coach did, he flew all around the U.S. and Canada and met face-to-face with all the players during the summer break. And when he was asked, what did you talk about? The only thing he talked about was getting to know them. And that's it. He wanted to get to know every player and every family before training camp started. And you know what? Why did he do that? Because he wanted to get to know his teammates and his players, and he wanted to start to open up space where they could start to learn about each other and grow so that when they get to training camp, it's just all about business, right? Communication, and listen to this, communication is the easiest way to help, and it's the easiest way to get help. And it allows your leader or your mentor to spot holes. I don't know where you need help. I don't know where you need help if you're not going to be communicating with me. This is going to allow us to quickly course correct and get back on track as soon as possible. Number 4, get better. Get better. Self-improvement. You can't solve a problem with the same level of thinking that you had when you got into that problem. That's why you got into that problem, because of the level of thinking that you're at. You constantly have to be upgrading your thinking and your thoughts and how you're reacting and how you're growing as a person. Change is necessary. Be a problem solver on a team. Every person in an environment has two buckets they're carrying around. And it's either a bucket of water or it's a bucket of fuel. A leader throws a bucket of water on issues. Middle class to lower class mindsets, they throw a bucket of fuel on the fire. It's your responsibility to be continuously growing as a person and growing as a leader. I always say you must grow or you must go. You must grow or you must go. You want to be evolving at the pace of the team, and you honestly want to be on the leading edge of the team. You want to be the person that's developing the most. That way you can help the team out the most. But we all have a responsibility. And I'll tell you what, to have a better life, you should have a healthy life. To have a better life, you should have a healthy life. You should be trying to get healthier spiritually. You got to figure out what you believe in and get closer to it. You need to be healthy financially. You should be saving money. You should be paying off debt. These are all ways you could be getting better. When you're paying off debt and you're saving more money, you feel better about yourself, which means you're going to be in a better shape mentally to contribute to the environment. You're not going to be so wrapped up in your own thoughts, right? You should be trying to get healthier physically, right? When you're physically healthier, you have more energy. You're going to contribute more. It's super important. And number 5, never quit. Never quit. Quitting becomes a habit. Quitting becomes a habit. And quitting on ourselves has always been easy. Man, we quit on everything. We quit on relationships. We quit on our physical fitness plan. We quit on our workout plan. We quit on our diet. We all do it. Quitting on a team should never be an option. When you're on a team, you should never leave yourself the option to quit. People have built you into their 5 and 10-year plan. People have put you into their 5-year plan because they believe in you. They believe in you. And shame on you for you to quit on that. Make a decision to endure. Make a decision to endure. Make quitting the last resort. Quitting should be like that red button that has the case over it that you just never want to touch. Now, there's a difference between quitting because of an excuse, which is why most people quit, and quitting because there's a condition. You know, if I quit on my workout plan because I broke my leg, that's a condition, right? There's nothing I can do about that. That's different. But don't quit. Don't be one of these quitters that jumps around from company to company because they're going to get paid 2% more and they have a flashy this and flashy that. You know what that makes you? You're still a quitter. And nobody likes a quitter. You know you're a quitter. I know you're a quitter, right? I know when I'm being a quitter, and I don't like that. I don't like it. Because you know what? When everybody else forgets about it, I know. I know that I'm quitting on something. And it makes me feel sick. And I don't want to have that reputation with myself of being someone who quits. So let me close on this. The next time that you think that your actions are only affecting you, remember this message, because it affects everyone. It affects everyone around you. You are the source in people's lives for pleasure, but you're also the source in people's lives for pain. And you have that opportunity to become a better teammate today than you were yesterday. We all must be worthy followers and worthy teammates before we can be worthy leaders and worthy mentors. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys got some value out of that message. I hope you re-listen to this, write it down, share it with people that you care about. I think that there's some value here for a lot of people that you know and that I know that are in the game of being on a team and building a team. So I appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.